Morning. Today is Monday, July 14th. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. The Gaul family had a very fun and adventurous weekend. We went to both the pool and the beach. Our little guy at the beach was hysterical to me. He's kind of getting a little more vocal, kind of piecing words together that actually make sense together. But he was sitting like in the water where the waves were kind of crashing on him and having a blast, but just started yelling "come back" at the waves. So he'd get hit with a wave, and the next wave would be coming, but he was yelling "come back." He was like taunting the ocean to hit him, which was very, very funny. I think he enjoyed the beach a lot more than the pool because he didn't have to do the splashing. It kind of did it for him. Very fun weekend. So much sand in his diaper. But he had a blast. We had a good time. And really the only chance to get away from the bugs down here. It was mosquitoes in our neighborhood are out and about in full force. But hope everyone had a nice weekend. Kind of a quiet market week. U.S. and international markets essentially flat. The biggest international developed market, that benchmark was down 26 basis points, so just north of 0.25%. So kind of a pretty slow week. And then the 2-year note slightly higher, and then 9 basis points on the 30-year bond. So like still a fairly quiet week as far as the market's concerned. This week should be a little more interesting. The big highlight from last week was the June minutes from the Fed meeting were released. It kind of showed some dissension among committee members on what we should be doing with rates. Some members think there should be a cut in July. Some don't think we should be cutting it all throughout the year. And it kind of all hinges or is kind of circling around, are we seeing the effects of tariffs yet? So those that don't want to cut are kind of making the point that like, hey, the tariff effect hasn't really played out yet. We don't want to preemptively start cutting rates and kind of just accelerate potential inflation from taking place. This week should give us some more insight on that front. As far as the economic calendar is concerned, we're slated to receive both CPI and PPI numbers on Tuesday, tomorrow. Year over year, CPI is expected to rise to 2.6% from the prior 2.4% from last month. So we'll see how that comes through. And then Thursday we have jobless claims and retail sales. So plenty to keep an eye on as far as the market's concerned. We are in our office kind of diving into the big beautiful bill. We're kind of excited. We like tax law in our office. It's fun for us at least. Try and keep as much money in our clients' pockets as possible. So we're looking into that. Should have some goodies put together here for our fall reviews. I think Johan mentioned we're going to probably do a webinar sometime here too. Just kind of break down what applies to the families we help. On that front, keep an eye out. We should be mailing fall review invites here shortly. And then a week or so after that, you should get scheduling links. So questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our office. And I hope everyone has a great week.